Previously on Impact, New York.
Scott, I really don't understand why we haven't spoken in months. What's going on?
Nadia, it's because of what I overheard during our three-way call. I heard you talking about me, calling me an opportunist, saying I'm only friends with you to benefit from your lifestyle and connections.
Where have you been? I've been calling and texting all day.
I was at my audition, Jordan. You knew this was happening. I just got out and saw all your messages.
It means you're living in a dream world. You think you're gonna make it big, but all you're doing is wasting time and pushing me aside.
I'm balancing a lot here. I thought you understood that pursuing my dreams is part of building the future for both of us, not just for me alone. I thought you'd support me, not drag me down.
Support you by letting you ignore everything else. Maybe if you spend as much time on us as you do these ridiculous auditions, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
Have you talked to Ariana recently? I know things are complicated.
No, I haven't. And honestly, I don't see the point.
I just think we should reach out. I mean, she's still our sister.
Heaven, you know how she is. The girl always been detached. I really just don't think it's worth it.
Each recipe carries a story.
You gotta be kidding me right now. Why did Scott and Cleo just walk in?
You ready for the drama?
Child, at this point, I am the drama.
Let me in you on something. I know your ass has bad aim, so I thought it would be nice to show you how. And let's make this clear. It was never over Rellz, because if I wanted him, listen, baby, I could.
Thank you all for being here today, and I appreciate your willingness to explore these feelings together. Let's start by sharing what brought you here.
I suggested therapy because I really want us to reconnect. I feel like we've lost something so precious over the years, and it breaks my heart.
Reconnect? You mean fix things? You think we can just sit here and talk about our feelings and everything will magically get better?
I told her this was pointless. Look, we could just keep pretending everything fine like we always do. I really thought coming here would make things clear. But honestly, it just feels like we digging deeper and deeper into this pit of resentment. Ariana thinks we had it easy, but she don't have a damn clue what it was like to grow up with our father.
I'm not pretending anymore. I know it's not fine, but if we don't try to understand each other, we'll just keep drifting further apart.
It's easy for you to say, Heaven. You and Gia had each other and Dad. I was left behind in the UK trying to figure out why it didn't matter enough to be with you both.
You think it was easy for us? You really believe we had a perfect life with Dad? Ariana, you don't know shit about what it was like to grow up with that man. I feel like I'm always defending our childhood. Yes, we had him around, but it wasn't the fairy tale she imagining. I spent years trying to earn this man's approval, feeling like I was never enough. So if she want that burden, she could have it.
So what was it like for you? Because from where I was standing, it looked like you had everything I wanted.
I was never enough at all. Never good enough. Dad had expectations, pressure, shit that I didn't know how to handle. I spent so much time trying to be what he wanted.
Yeah, I felt that too. I always wanted to please him, but I always wanted to make sure you didn't feel alone, Ariana.
But you didn't. You and Gia were together, creating memories while I was in another country. You both got to live the life I always wanted.
It seems like there's a lot of unresolved pain and feelings of abandonment. Can we explore that a bit more? Ariana, what did you wish was different?
I wish I could have been part of the family. Every birthday, every holiday. I felt like a ghost. I wanted to be there, but I never was.
Ariana, can you tell us how that made you feel?
I felt invisible. I wanted to be part of the family, but it was like I was always looking in from the outside. I never really got to be part of the memories they made together.
You think I didn't feel that too? I'm the one that wanted you here, Ariana. But you always complaining about some shit we didn't fucking have no control over.
But yeah, here we are, sitting in therapy, feeling more distant than ever.
It's important to acknowledge that feeling hurt doesn't mean you don't love each other. There's a difference between wanting a connection and feeling abandoned.
I do love you. Both of you. But I don't know how to fix this. I want them to know that I'm trying to. I want them to know that I care. But it feels like I'm stuck. Therapy, maybe it was the first step. But then what about after? What comes next?
Neither do I. I just want to know what you both need from me.
I need to know you care. I need to know that, despite the distance, I still mattered.
I care, but it's hard to show that when I feel like all we do is fight.
It's important to recognize that each of you have felt hurt in different ways. It's okay to express that pain.
What if we agree to keep trying, even when it's hard?
Trying means being honest, even when it hurts.
It's a process, and it won't happen overnight. The fact that you're here together is a step forward.
I feel like we're taking baby steps. It's frustrating, yes, but maybe it's just a start. Whatever it is, I hope we can navigate through it together as sisters.
That's all I want, just a chance to try.
I'll try too, but we have to be real about it.
I wanted to talk about Cleo.
Okay, what about her?
I have heard from several people now that she's been talking about me and calling me a liar and saying everything I said about you is untrue.
So?
So? It's just not about the lies, Rellz. It's about respect. I was there for you through a lot. And now Cleo's dismissing my experiences as if they meant nothing?
Ella, Cleo's my girlfriend. She's gonna stand by me, and I don't expect her to just take your word for everything.
It's not about her just taking my word. It's about the fact that what she's saying isn't just hurtful. It's disrespectful. I am trying to move on and co-parent our child in a healthy way. And she's making that difficult by undermining everything I said about our past. I thought this conversation would go differently. I thought Rellz would care. But here we are. And it feels like I'm shouting into a void. How can he not see this? It's just not about me. It's about our child. He should want to make this work, not make it worse.
I don't see why you're making such a big deal out of this. You're just trying to stir up drama.
Drama? This isn't about drama, Rellz. This is about your responsibility as a partner and a father. Cleo should respect the fact that there's history here, and she shouldn't be attacking me based on something that she doesn't fully understand. This is infuriating. I'm trying to be civil while he's off playing house with Cleo. Does he think this is easy for me? He's acting like I'm just some obstacle in his new life. It's exhausting. Rellz is so wrapped up in his new relationship that he's blind to the chaos he's causing. How can he not see how Cleo's behavior affects our co-parenting?
Ella, look, what do you want me to do? It's not like I can control everything Cleo says. She has her own mind.
It's not about controlling her. It's about setting boundaries and making it clear that attacking me is unacceptable. I'm trying to raise our child without this additional stress. And I need you to at least acknowledge how your girlfriend's behavior affects that. He needs to wake up. I'm not asking for much, just some basic decency. But instead, I'm fighting for my dignity while he plays happy family with Cleo. I'm fed up. Just because he's moved on doesn't mean I should be treated like I'm nothing. My pain is real, and I'm done letting him dismiss it.
You think I don't care? I do care. But I also have my own life now. I can't keep being dragged back into the past every time something goes wrong.
It's not about dragging you into the past. It's about basic decency and respect. I'm not asking for anything more than that. Just because your ass moved on doesn't mean I should be treated like I'm invisible or that my experiences don't matter.
I don't see what the big deal is. If you're upset, that's your problem to deal with.
That's not fair. I've done but try to be civil and constructive, and now I'm being attacked? This affects our child, Rellz, and it's not about a personal issue. It's a parenting issue. I need you to recognize that.
I'm not here to rehash our past. I'm here to live my life, and Cleo's a part of that. If you can't handle that, I don't know what else to say.
It's not about rehashing the past. It's about respect. I'm trying to navigate this new dynamic, and Cleo's behavior isn't helping. I need you to acknowledge that what she is doing is harmful and address it with her.
You think I'm just gonna tell her what to say and do? And she's not gonna listen to me if she thinks I'm siding with you on everything?
This isn't about sides. It's about basic respect for the person who's been a part of your life and is still trying to coexist in a silver manner for the sake of our child. I'm not asking you to choose between us. I'm asking you to act like an adult and address this.
You know what? I'm done with this conversation. I can't keep having the same argument where you blame me for everything. Cleo and I are happy, and if you can accept that, that's your problem.
It's not about accepting anything. It's about you acknowledging that your actions and Cleo's smart ass comments have consequences. You've moved on, and that's fine. But it doesn't mean my feelings or our co-parenting situation should be disregarded.
I can't keep arguing with you about this. You need to figure out how to handle your feelings without dragging me into it every time something goes wrong. I'm leaving. Call me when you're ready to be reasonable. I've had enough of this.
I can't keep doing this. It's exhausting. Fighting for respect and validation when he's off living in his new life without a care for what I'm going through. I'm done being the bad guy here. It's obvious he's choosing his happiness over our shared responsibilities.
So have you talked to Ella? How is she?
Girl probably sleeping like a baby since she whooped on Cleo ass.
I mean, she deserved it, but Ella doesn't look like she gets down like that.
Oh yeah, don't let my sis pretty face fool you. Ella grew up with 4 other brothers. I knew she had it in her. Was I surprised that Ella fought Cleo? Not really. I at least thought Cleo was going to keep her by the way she runs her mouth. But that's my fault for assuming. But besides the WWE SmackDown, my book sales are flourishing.
That's so exciting, Nadia. Do we have a New York Times bestseller on our hands?
Hopefully, I just know Mama G is smiling down at me right now. I just wish she was here to see it all.
She would have been proud. Just know that. So can we talk about Scott crashing your event?
I know he's trying to get under my skin, but I promise I'm not bothered by him. He is trying so hard to make me look like the villain when we both have our faults.
Nadia is my best friend, and this is my first time being around all her friends since I've moved back. I don't know how my sis put up with this fake shit for so long. But I'm here now. She doesn't need nobody else. What did he say when you two met up?
Confronted me about what I had said about him. Honestly, I can't say I was wrong, but it was him making shit up that had me heated.
Like what?
Remember I was dating that guy that was living a double life? You and him both knew I had no clue he was married until his wife messaged me on Instagram. He knows how bad that situation hurt me. Scott knew the situation with the married guy. He know I was clueless because when I found out the truth, I cried to him. Say what you want and how you feel about me, but Nadia never gave homework. I always been on the other side before. I know what it feels like to be cheated on, and I won't ever put another woman in that situation. He used that as an excuse to make up lies and rumors, but if he want to go there, he need to be worried about the money he owes me.
Wait, this man is creating lies about you while still owing you money?
20 grand to be exact. Scott has a long history of living beyond his means. I was there for him when he got evicted from that luxury apartment he flaunted on social media. He needed the money for the court freeze and pay back on the rent he owed. Anytime Scott needed money, I was there. No question asked. Now he wants to be messy so we can go there.
Scotty, baby, you're out here living a fantasy on Instagram. I've seen the cars, the clothes, and the jewelry. Don't tell me everything is buy now, pay later. Scott, do you have a Klarna account?
Do you think you and Scott can have a civil conversation?
I can't see into the future, so I can't honestly say. I do know I need my money. I might be laughing, but I'm dead ass. What Lotto say? Brokey.
With my niggas in my red Mercedes. Attitude like fuck you, pay me. Roll it deeper than a dare when we go out. If the ladies show up, then we show out. With my girl in my red Mercedes. Attitude like fuck me, baby. Leather seats so she wetter than a pool now. When that thing go up, then she go down.
This shit so clean, I put that on my life. Mercedes dream, it's a different type. This shit so clean, yeah, I put that on my life. Yeah, Mercedes dream, it's a different type.
Wood grain nada, yes I'm the vibe. Don't rock Prada, what's the stylist?
So, how's the prep going for the big night?
I mean, I'm trying. But every time I run through my set, I don't know, Scott. I feel like my voice isn't good enough.
Girl, please. You've got this. You've been practicing like crazy. Remember what I said? Just own it.
Yeah, I know. But what if I bomb? Or what if I trip on stage?
You trip. Just get back up and keep singing. Besides, who's gonna boo you? Ain't nobody got the guts for that.
Okay, but can we talk about that whole mess with Ella at Nadia's event?
Oh, you mean the part where you got handled?
If that's what you want to call it.
Honestly, watching Cleo and Ella go at it was wild. I mean, I did set it up a bit. Ella's like a sister to me. I'll always have her back. And Cleo, well, she's just Cleo.
And look at my face. That hoe ain't do no damage.
But you did lose. Sorry, not sorry.
Ella gets a couple licks in and people swear she's Creed. Ask her if she wants to run it back. I bet she doesn't.
But do you understand why Ella attacked you?
I could think of 2 reasons. One being that I took her man, and the other one being that I took her man. Let's not sit here and pretend like this animosity isn't about Rellz. I just hope she knows I'm not coming up off that. That's mine for now and ever. Anyways, did you hear Rellz and Ella met up?
Yeah, I heard.
He was all nonchalant about it. Like he didn't care at all. Ella's still salty, but Rellz, he pushed her concerns aside like she was nothing.
I doubt Ella is salty. Let's not forget, she left him. Not the other way around. Cleo put it in her head that Ella is pressed about her and Rellz. I mean, have you seen my sis Ella? Rellz better be lucky she ever gave him a chance. Ella can have him whenever she wants. Cleo better stop playing before Ella takes him back, just to prove a point. Look, I care about both of them. Ella is a strong woman and she's just been struggling with this new dynamic that she has with Rellz. I'll always have her back because she's family. Cleo, she just needs to understand that.
Oh, it was a complete joke. Rellz was acting like he had a million better things to do than deal with her. He basically gave her a thanks for stopping by, but I've got a life vibe.
Yeah, but you know how Rellz can be. He's a good dad, but he's not great with feelings. Ella's got a lot on her plate too. Trying to juggle everything.
Please, it's like a comedy show over there. Rellz treated her like she was selling him a used car, like, nice try, but I'm good. I just know Ella was all wide-eyed, waiting for him to throw her a bone, and he just shrugged her off like she was yesterday's news.
Cleo's making jokes, but I don't think this is something to laugh about. Ella's going through real struggles, and it's not fair to poke fun at her situation. Cleo, girl, that's a bit harsh. You don't want to add to the fire, right? Ella deserves a little empathy here. She's trying to hold everything together while still managing a good co-parenting relationship with Rellz.
Empathy? For what? Acting like she's still the center of Rellz's world? That's rich. She's clinging to a past that no longer exists. It's sad, really. If she can't see that, she's in for a rude awakening. Ella might think she's the main character in this story, but she's just a background actor in my movie. I'm not about to let her misery bring me down. She's a hot mess, and I'm not losing my shine for her drama. But seriously, Scott, I just want to focus on my music. I can't let her distract me.
You're right. Focus on your craft, but don't lose sight of the bigger picture, okay?
Thanks, Scott. I appreciate you always having my back.
So Cleo thinks she can elevate herself by dragging Ella down. Like, newsflash, tearing someone else apart won't make you a star. It just shows how insecure she really is. If she spent half as much energy in her music career as she does on hating, maybe she wouldn't be so scared of the spotlight. Sorry, not sorry.
I recognize your fragrance. Hold up, you ain't never gotta say shit. And I know your taste is a little bit high maintenance. Everybody else basic. You live life on an everyday basis.
Jordan, can we talk? I need to get something off my chest.
Sure. What's up?
It's about my acting. I feel like you don't believe in me. Every time I bring it up, you shoot me down.
You know, acting is a tough gig, Bria. You really think you're going to make it big?
It's not just a gig to me. This is my dream. And the way you talk about it makes it sound like you think I can't achieve anything.
I just think you need to be realistic. Not everyone could be a star.
Realistic? So what, I should just give up on something I'm passionate about because it makes you uncomfortable?
I'm not the one holding you back. You're the one who keeps dragging your feet.
Talking to Jordan was one of the hardest things I've ever had to do. I've kept quiet for too long, letting his doubt weigh me down. And it's like I've been holding my breath, waiting for him to see how much this means to me. But it's just not about my acting. It's about him constantly trying to keep me small. I can't keep sacrificing my dreams just to make him feel better about himself. It's infuriating. Dragging my feet. I've been auditioning, taking classes, putting myself out there. You're the one who acts like it's a joke. Maybe you're scared that I'll actually succeed and leave you behind.
Oh, please. You think you'll be on some red carpet while I'm sitting at home? You're being dramatic.
Dramatic? Nah, I'm being honest. You're scared that I'll flourish without you, and that's why you keep belittling my dreams. You're not supportive, Jordan. You're just scared.
I'm just trying to keep you grounded. It's not my fault you can't handle reality.
Grounded? You mean you want to keep me small so you feel better about yourself? If I wanted someone to tear me down, I could just read the comments on my audition tapes.
You know it's not like that. I'm just looking out for you. Maybe you should start listening instead of being all defensive.
I love Jordan, but I can't ignore how his fear feels like a chain around my neck. It hurts knowing he's scared of me succeeding. I want him to be proud of me, not threatened. Listening, all I hear is you trying to crush my dreams. You don't want me to succeed because you're scared of what that means for you.
That's a stretch, Bria. You're twisting this into something it's not.
Twisting it? Nah, I'm seeing it for what it is. You're holding me back because you're afraid of your own insecurities. You think I can't make it. Well, I will. And I won't let you or anyone else stop me.
If you want to chase some pipe dream, go ahead. Just don't expect me to cheer you on when you fall flat.
You know what? Maybe I will fall. But at least I'll fall trying. I refuse to live a life of what ifs because you're too scared to see me succeed. If you can't support my dreams, then maybe you need to reevaluate what you want in this relationship. Because I'm done being the person who tiptoes around your fears. I need someone who lifts me up, not someone who keeps me down. You either get on board or you get out of the way. I'm done letting his doubts define me. If he can't support my dreams, then I need to evaluate what this relationship really means. I deserve to chase my passion without feeling like I'm walking on eggshells. This is my life, and I refuse to live it in fear. I won't settle for a love that doesn't believe in my potential. I'm ready to fight for my dreams, even if that means standing alone.
With my niggas in my red Mercedes, attitude like fuck you pay me. Rolling deeper than a dare when we go out. If the ladies show up, then we show out. With my girl in my red Mercedes, attitude like fuck me baby. Leather seats so she wetter than a pool now. When that thing go up, then she go down.
This shit so clean, I put that on my life. Her Mercedes beam, it's a different type. This shit so clean, yeah, I put that on my life. Yeah, her Mercedes beam.